What's up guys? If you're looking for a camera gimbal that's packed with features without breaking the bank, alright guys, let's go ahead and quickly have a closer look at everything that comes included with the Weebill 3S combo kit, starting off here into the middle with the actual gimbal itself. Bottom left hand side here, we do have the tripod legs that we can screw in here at the bottom of the gimbal if we want to. And we also have this handle with wrist support, which is optional if you want to use, just simply mount it here at the bottom of the gimbal. To me, I do plan to probably use the handle along with the wrist support. Onto the right hand side, you can see that we have a bunch of cables. At the top here, you can see that we have 4 camera control cables, so we can basically connect our cameras via one of these cables depending on which one meets the needs of your camera. We can connect it to the gimbal, and now we're going to have some control of our camera through the gimbal, for an example like start and stopping record, etc. Over here we do have a USB-A to USB-C cable that's going to allow us to charge the gimbal. At the top here, we do actually have 2 different base plates. We have a bigger base plate and a smaller base plate. We do also have this lens support in case you're going to be using like a longer zoom lens. You have that lens support here along with the hardware and screws and whatnot for the base plates. And we do also have a quick start guide. So now that you're a little bit more familiar with everything that comes included, let's go ahead and talk about some of the specs and features and start using this gimbal right away. Well, the Zhiyun Weebill 3S combo kit is definitely worth checking out, especially while it's on sale. It's a great match for most mirrorless cameras and lightweight DSLRs. The stabilization is incredibly smooth, making it perfect for cinematic shots, travel videos, weddings, and just about any run and gun filming. So one feature I actually really do like is the built-in bicolor light. It's actually surprisingly useful when you're shooting in a darker environment and need a little bit extra light without carrying around additional accessories. And the bicolor LED fill light does support temperature ranges from a nice warm color of 2600 Kelvin all the way up to a nice cooler temperature of 5500 Kelvin with a CRI rating of 90 plus. And as far as the setup, it's actually pretty quick too, with the access locks and quick release system making balancing fast and easy, and switching between the landscape and vertical shooting is actually a really nice feature, which is great if you're creating content for YouTube Shorts, Instagram, TikToks and whatnot. And we also get Bluetooth camera control, so we can actually start and stop our video recording right from the gimbal without dealing with extra cables if you want to do it wirelessly. And as far as battery life, the gimbal does have 2 built-in 18650 batteries with 2600 milliamp hour battery, supports PD fast charging, and it only takes approximately 2 hours to charge this gimbal all the way up to 100%. And as far as standby time, it does last approximately 11.5 hours. And we can also easily control the gimbal directly on the gimbal itself with the flight joystick. Really nice and convenient to use, especially if you're right-handed. It just lands perfectly where your thumb is. And it also has a 1-inch display screen, which is going to show us all of our settings when we go and enter into the menu. And with the 3S gimbal only weighing in at 1055 grams, it makes it a nice lightweight compact gimbal to carry around. Alright guys, so here we are in the selfie mode, and I have the GH6 again with the Laowa 7.5mm wide angle lens set to f8. And I'm shooting in vlog right now in the selfie mode with the 3S gimbal. It's not even an arm's reach away from me. I'm like have my arm bent over here nice and comfortably. Taking advantage of the wrist support, which surprisingly enough, to be honest with you, I thought it might be a little bit cheesy at first, but it works. And the fact that we can adjust the angle of that wrist support is even better. So I did adjust some settings on the gimbal. I kind of slowed a few things down. I have the USB-C cable connected for my camera control. And as far as audio, I have the Rode Wireless Pro here, which has internal recording, which I wanted to use because I normally use it. The audio sounds good, the 32-bit float. but more so because it's just one less thing that I need to mount onto the gimbal, mount onto my camera. Not that the receiver weighs anything or weighs that much, but I just figured, why not? I'm going to be using the 32-bit internal recording, one less thing as far as the receiver being connected to my camera, mounted onto the gimbal. Nice clean setup. You can kind of see, let me just use the joystick here, the path that we just walked across, and just kind of showing you over here behind me a bit, panning nice and smoothly, not using the joystick, just rotating. So far I've been pretty impressed. The footage, the stabilization footage that I'm getting from this gimbal is actually super impressive. I have the screen flipped out right now on my GH6, which, to be honest with you, I didn't actually calibrate the gimbal with my screen flipped out, because normally I don't have my screen flipped out. I'll just leave it kind of where it is. But if I need to, as you see here for vlogging, the screen is facing me. I'm a fan of using gimbals. I really like the fact that obviously the image is a lot smoother. And I do like really kind of shooting, I guess you would call it, I don't know the right name, underslung, or like the briefcase mode, basically having those low angle shots. And we're able to do that with this gimbal. One, because it's light. Two, because we have that handle that comes included with the combo kit, which is surprisingly pretty impressive because we can adjust the angle. And I'm like, okay, we can adjust the angle, but are we going to be able to adjust the angle of that back handle to be centered at the back of the gimbal so it actually feels like, you know, proper? And yes, we can. We can adjust the angle of that back handle to be perfectly centered, so it just kind of feels balanced, just alone the gimbal itself, not even just the camera on the gimbal, just the gimbal itself feels balanced. So we can get those low angle shots. Everything just kind of feels nice and beautiful. I'll give you guys some example footage here. I was kind of basically just shooting in this exact area right now that I'm walking in, and I'm just kind of taking advantage of, I guess, the golden hour, enjoying this gimbal, just kind of testing it out, playing around with it, showing you guys what it's capable of. But yeah, to be honest with you, I'm impressed with this gimbal. Oh, and that back handle also is able to adjust the height up and down as well. And that back handle has 1/4-20 threads at the back of it, which, if you haven't read my mind by now or seen my other gimbal setups, I like having an external monitor at the back of the gimbal on that exact handle. And it can be done. I haven't done it yet, but that's my plan. I want to see if I can mount like a 5-inch monitor at the back of the gimbal on that back handle and just kind of see how everything lands. I know it's gonna probably feel balanced, but I'm just kind of worried about my MPF battery being kind of close. But I'm gonna be able to use like a swivel monitor mount that I can kind of position it. So I think it's gonna work. I'm pretty confident it's gonna work. I wouldn't see why not, but I just need to do it. And I'm gonna show you guys how I did it, because I'm pretty confident it's gonna work. Alright guys, check this out. In the ZY Play app, it's going to allow us to control this gimbal, and one feature that I found in here that I actually really do like and I want to share with you, we can click on these 3 dots and turn on sync motion by toggling on this little toggle here on the bottom left. And now my smartphone is going to basically control the gimbal just by me rotating my phone or tilting my phone. Even the speed, it's actually very minimal to no delay. And it's very accurate, to be honest with you. If I wanted to go super slow, if I wanted to tilt down at the same time, go back, go up, this thing is insane. After spending time with the Weebill 3S, there are a lot of things I really like. The stabilization off the bat, the most important thing, is excellent, as you guys can see from some of this footage. It's lightweight, easy to balance, and the build quality feels solid. The adjustable handles and wrist strap generally makes handheld filming more comfortable, and the built-in LED has definitely come in handy more than I actually expected. I also like being able to control my camera directly from the gimbal, just kind of make things easier, and the companion app works well, and the selfie mode is great for vlogging and travel content. Overall, I think the Zhiyun did a fantastic job with the Weebill 3S. It's a well-designed gimbal with features that actually make filming easier. Instead of just looking good on paper, I'm genuinely impressed with it, and I'll definitely be keeping an eye on whatever new gimbals Zhiyun releases in the future.